Alright, here's how you get inside this thing. To start off with, you got a little tab here above the page up, page down keys that you can get something like a small screwdriver in, possibly even your fingernail. What we're going to need to do is get in there and gently pry up on it, and that'll pop this little plastic piece above the keyboard off. There are no screws detaching in or anything like that. Just be very gentle with it so you don't break anything. You'll just pop right out, grab it with your hand, just kind of gently pull it as you go across, and it'll pop the rest of the way out. Again, no screws, nothing to worry about there. The tabs come out really easily. Once you've done that, you're going to want to take out the 5 screws going across the top of the keyboard. Mine were extremely tight, extremely hard to get out. Hopefully yours will be better. A couple of mine weren't as tight. Once you've done that, what you'll need to do is reach in this little gap that they give you above the print screen key. Just kind of gently pry up on the keyboard. Whenever you do that, you'll notice it's kind of latched in on the sides. If you pull a little more vigorously, it'll pop loose real easily. Be careful though, the keyboard is attached with 2 cables. You got the one big one in the middle like most laptops have. You got our little battery we're going to on the inside here in the middle. We'll get back to that in a second. Over on the other side of the keyboard though, you've got this extra little cable. If you're used to taking laptops apart, a lot of them don't have that one, so be careful. Now that we've done that, again, that's the battery we're going for. You may be able to just pop yours loose with your fingernail, just kind of pulling the black and red cable out to unplug it from the motherboard. You don't have to worry about taking the battery out of its little case or anything. Mine was stuck in pretty good, so I tried that, didn't work. Figured, I'll grab the screwdriver. Well, I really wouldn't recommend this method because while it works sometimes, as you'll see here, I go to pry it out, and in just a second, the screwdriver kind of slips. Well, that could be a gouge in your motherboard, and you now have a big paperweight. So what I recommend doing is kind of pulling the cables out of their little hidey hole. Once you've got that out, just kind of gently grab them with your finger. And just kind of tug on it really easily, and it'll slide right out of the connector. No problem. Once you've done that, go ahead and make sure, of course, that there's no power to the laptop, as there shouldn't have been to begin with. Leave it for a little while, give it time to reset. A lot of stuff out there is how long you should wait. Personally, I would leave it for at least 10 minutes if you're having major problems. After all, you just took it apart this far. Once you're ready, go ahead and plug it back in. Just kind of plug it into the motherboard there. Tuck the cable back in so it doesn't push the keyboard up and cause it to bulge up or anything later. Gently put the keyboard back in place, remembering those cables from earlier, not do anything crazy with them or breaking them. You got the tabs across the bottom, slips right in. Those little locking areas that was locked in on the side before, just kind of gently push down, they'll pop right back into place. Again, just be very gentle with everything. Be sure to put the 5 screws back in. I'm going to skip past that. Whenever you put the plastic strip across the top, be sure to put the power button side in first. Reason being, if you don't, it may not seat back in properly. But just be really gentle with it. Once you get that side clicked in, just kind of lightly press down, it'll pop back in place. Go across the whole thing, just gently pushing down every few inches. And it'll pop right back into place like new. And that's all there is to it. You're ready to power it back on. Hope it worked.